Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, look, I get this question quite a bit, and it's why did I leave Aramark? So, there's a manager there, Orestes Fraga, right? And he will do anything and everything in his power to get rid of people that he does not like or people who stick up for themselves. So, look, I was working my route. I loved my job there, making $1,100 a week Monday through Thursday. I was off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And he and I didn't get along. He or anyone else didn't get along either. And he would just lie and lie and lie about everything. Look, I remember he went above and beyond by going to customers that I deal with and saying that I was jacking their prices up, that I was ripping them off, or that I was giving them too much product, which was all a lie. And I remember getting a phone call from 4 of my stops. I became really, really close with the people that I was delivering to. And they said, hey, look what your boss is saying about you. Disgusting shit. Pretty much putting me out there to be a thief and a liar, saying that I'm doing this to gain extra money on my paycheck, which I wasn't. We all knew each other. I got so close to my customers that we started hanging out. So one time, I go to make my delivery, and the manager, I'm not going to say who or where, had him on speakerphone as he was talking a lot of crap about me. He did. And I lost it, completely lost it. He's a crybaby. He cries about everything. And he lies about everything. So there's times where I'm running shortages, like I'm short certain things. Oh, it's just Jimmy John's. I don't care about them. They're only a $15 account. That doesn't help my bonus. No, but that $1.50 helps my paycheck because we got 10% of whatever we were delivering. Oh, I don't care about them. Oh, I don't care about Whole Foods or Publix. Those are cheap accounts. Yeah, but if I got 5 Publix, that's $3. That's $15 going towards my paycheck, but not so much to his bonus. The man has done so much to destroy 6 drivers. When I was there, I counted. There was 6 drivers that couldn't stand working with him. And these people, out of the 6, 2 of them were really good. And he destroyed that. That guy is the greatest liability to Aramark. They're now Vestas. The greatest liability. So when I put in my time off, and I reported this to Human Resources, they did nothing about it. It was swept under the rug. The manager, Matthew, the worst possible candidate to run a warehouse. I mean, if there was anyone you ever wanted to hire to kill the morale or the confidence of your drivers, that is the guy you need to hire. You go out there and you hire Matthew. Honestly, there was only 3 people capable of running that building where drivers would respect the managers. One, it was Jeremy, who was there and he left. That right there, I knew that ship was just gonna fucking sink and hit the bottom of the ground. He was all about his customers, but before his customers, he was all about the drivers, the people that worked there. He was family oriented. He wanted to know, if you were sick, how's your family gonna deal with the day? Are they good? That's what his motto was. Like, we get it, you're sick, but is your family gonna be taken care of? Is there anything we need to do to intervene and help and step up? He did that. Sean did that. And Chris. Those 3 people are about the only people valuable enough for that company to be the face, not Matthew or Orestes Fraga. And Orestes came, he did his bullshit. Now, I put in a resignation letter and I resigned the way I was supposed to. And now I was being told at that point that, look, you're not allowed to be rehired. You just walked out, and I never did walk out. So guess what? Matthew didn't relay that to Human Resources because he didn't like me either. Why? Because I spoke my mind, and I told them what was wrong, and nobody wanted to listen. Everybody wanted to sweep Orestes' issues under the rugs, and they didn't give a fuck at all. So now what's going on with a buddy of mine, so this kid that I brought in, he was actually a Lyft driver that I met. We were at a movie theater. He told me a story. He'd come in from Michigan. He had a baby. He needed a job. I said, hey, man, you call me on Monday and I got you a job. He's been there almost 2 years. He's been doing his work there. He's been doing great. And of course, they're going to lie about him and they're going to do whatever they have to do because he stepped up and said something because they're calling him the N-word. This is a grown-ass man, a father and a husband, and now they're dangling his job over his head like they would a piece of cheese to a mouse because they don't like him. And this is the problem with Aramark. They get good employees and then they push them away. I was a great employee, and you know what? There was a lot of things that was said about me. Oh, you know, you didn't go to this customer, you didn't go to that customer, which was all a lie because we're all on a text thread. All of my customers, and they'll say, hey, your boss said this about you this morning. And I was like, oh, really? Because my boss told me not to deliver to you because you don't pay enough. And it doesn't affect his bonus as far as him gaining some more money, right? It didn't matter to him. And I'll tell you this. So if you work at Publix or you're the manager at Publix that signs for the bill, check your inventory. I was never short, but there are shortages and they write them off as if they were delivered. When there's RSSs that need to go run shortages, we're told they're coming. You know how many times I had to go back to my customers, which I don't mind, Panera Bread, Jimmy John's, whatever the small places were, and bring them their stuff back? Or I would go and it would be a whole week. And they're like, no one ever came behind you to deliver our stuff, but they're still charging them, you know? And this is what they do. They will lie. They definitely, those managers will lie. Not all of them, but the ones that do, they do it because if they don't show that money, you know, it doesn't go towards their bonus. It fucks them up. It screws up their numbers and how they do things. So if I were you guys from this point on, because it's still happening, check your inventory, check it all. And if you're missing stuff, don't go to them, go to their human resources. That's what you need to do. Go to their human resources and file a complaint. And if you have an issue with that, I will turn in all of the proof that I spoke to human resources about this. I will give you everything you need. But that's the reason why I don't work at Aramark. Let me know what you think.